it's MK and I am back with another April's Fooled You, and I have to say that I missed an entire week. I am so sorry, you guys. It is my fault, my bad. I just don't know where it went. Honestly, I never even was paying attention. I just was getting stuff done and I didn't even notice. I apologize. So, April Fool's You, I have my 7 things list. Actually, I have my 5 staples, my allowables, and then I have to roll the dice because this is a brand new week and I missed an entire week. So I'm very, very sorry, you guys. I really, really am. Oh my gosh. I woke up this morning and I thought, I don't think I've done a video, like, for a while. And it's weird that it just poof and was gone that fast. Anyways, so let me roll to see what I have here so we can move on to here. And today is Take Out Your Tools Tuesday as well. So I am also going to be playing with what I call stamping positioning tools. Stamping positioning tools. Yes, they are. So basically I have 3 different kinds of stamp positioners that I really enjoy. Actually, I have 2 that I really, really enjoy using, and the other one is more of a convenience rather than it's like something I use every day. So anyways, let's find out. I'm going to roll a bulky die and I'm going to roll a use it up die. But remember, if I get 2 choices, right? Because I have 2 dice. Not one of them's designated. So here it is. I got a 5 and a 2. So for my 5, it's flare or ribbon. And for my 2, it's enamel dots or tiny words. Okay? Ooh, that's a good one. I like the tiny words. But flare and enamel dots are kind of the same thing, huh? And I kind of used ribbon a lot already. So it looks like it's tiny words and flare is what I will be using. So I like to keep the die just like this. I have this little tray. I'm so sorry, you guys. This is embarrassing. It's so embarrassing how much this tray is like used and abused. All right, so I like to keep them on my little tray like so. So that way I don't forget what my numbers are. And then we're going to do flare and we're going to do tiny words. So for my flare, so this is my flare bin. It's not very big, as you guys can see. Whoa, I am so sorry. Ah, it's a hurricane. Okay, so this is my flare bin. I have epoxy flares from the Scrap and Happy Studio. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say, but it is. Most of them are exclusive to either the Creative Cuts Club or the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. I did purchase some from her individually, but most of them seriously were in my Creative Cuts Club. So I have lots of flare. I've got flare that are like massively dimensional. I will be pulling these off just like this. That's too much to mention in my book. So, and I'm not sure where these came from. If you guys know, let me know. I'm not sure. But I do have loads of flare. I've got some that some that I purchased from the Scrap and Happy Studio, some that, like these ones here, I used one. Yay! These ones were Wild Whisper, but they were exclusive to our Secret Not Secret Kit Club retreat that we did. I've got some from Studio 40, and then I've got some from, the Just Not for Boys Kit Club. I forgot about these ones, you guys. Yay! And then I also have some, that's the one I was looking for, from Cheeky Studio. So I've got all those. I already kind of sort of know which ones I'm going to use because I've already picked out a bunch of paper and whatnot. So I'm going to grab these really quick. I like this one too. And I really like these ones, but you know what? That'll match for for tomorrow's video. To be honest, I love those ones. That one says I love you more. Okay. Well, I got 2 of those. Cool. I got 2 of those hearts too. Yeah, I like those too. Okay, and then this one was like a little gifty. Was that one there? Ooh, stay cozy. Nope, that won't work. That will not work for what I'm doing. This one will though. Smile. And right now, I'm just going through really quickly, as quick as I possibly can. Again, that was another cute little freebie. She loves doing that when you order from her, and you get this cool little freebie. Oh, all right. So that's all the flair I'm going to pick for this go around. Why didn't I use my tray though? What a goof. That's what it's there for, you guys. Okay. So, and most of them are from the Scrap and Happy Studio, just to let you know. That's what they are. Let's see. And then tiny words. Tiny words, you guys. I do not have a shortage of tiny words. I have those ones. I have these ones. And that's it. Okay. So I've pulled out pretty much all the all the labels. No. All the tiny little words that I feel like will fit with what I'm doing for Take Out Your Tools Tuesday. And April fooled you. Okay. So I'm done with this one here. Yay! And then I have my inspiration. Again, I'm pulling from this photograph right here. For one, it's a photograph. So I am going to be using cameras. And then for 2, the rain kind of looks like stars to me. So I have pulled, oh my god, where is it? Right here. So I have pulled from my constellation paper once again. Basically all I did was I grabbed out my, I just grabbed out my entire Altenew packet, which I don't have a whole lot of, which I'm good. I'm glad. Yeah. I mean, I don't need a whole lot of these, but I do have, you know, almost 2 of everything. And then when you flip it over, like, see, here's 3 of the same exact image. You flip it over and you get 2 of one and 1 of another. It's so weird, you guys, but I love this paper. And it's so smooth. Like, oh my gosh, photographic smooth. It like slides all over the place. Okay, I love this one. It's so gorgeous. Okay, oh my, that's gorgeous too. All right. And then that's just the cover sheet to show you guys what I had at one point in time. So we're going to pull from here. We're going to pull, this is my inspiration. And again, I saw the rain as stars. Okay. So that's my mini paper pad. My pocket cards are here. I haven't pulled them out yet because I wanted to see what my dice was for some weird, strange, goofy reason. I'm not sure. So basically what I do is I organize my pocket cards in these albums. I have tons of these pages, you guys. Just tons of them. So I'm okay with, you know, them hanging out in albums like this. But I can flip through them and see them at a glance. And see what cards I have, what type of cards I have, and things like that. Flip through and just, you know what, I'm not in the mood for travel. No, I am not. But I want my cameras. So I'm going to pull out my cameras. So there's one. I don't really like that one. I do like the Keep It Simple. That's cute. Okay, and then I have October 31st. Thought I had a lot more cameras than this. Check that all out. Gorgeous. And, oh, I got this camera. I like this one. I actually like how it's like a foldy card. Oh, I like that. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then these ones are pocket cards that I have made. You probably can't see the bottom half, but they're leftover pieces from a kit, and then I decided I'm just going to fill in the pages and make pocket cards. And that is basically, so these ones are all done. There's nothing for me to do with these ones, and that is basically what the rest of the album is about. So I'm going to go get my other album, It's just a hair bigger than this one. I only have the 2 albums full of pocket cards because I have diminished this little, what I thought I was going to use the pocket cards for. I have diminished this little stash quite a bit in like swaps and hops and all that good stuff. So I will be right back. I promise. Okay, as promised, I am back. And again, same book, but this one is more like collection. I don't think that my cameras are in here, but I could have sworn that I had an entire section of nothing but cameras. I've got beach ones, I've got family ones, friends ones, blah blah blah. There's a cool camera. Ooh, this one says smile. How do I get it out? I like that one. Right there. Hello and today, and another camera. Ooh, yeah. Look at these cameras, you guys. Oh, see, there's my cameras. I found them. Quit looking. I do like these. I do like all these. There they are. There they are. Ooh, I like this one. That's so cute. Get in there. Okay. See, all my little cameras going on. Take a picture, it lasts longer. Yes, it does. I don't like the yellow. Don't like that, but I do like that. That one's cute too. I almost missed it. Okay. And then the next up is just all of my other cards. Picture Perfect. That one kind of matches too. Ooh, but I like the back side. Yep. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I probably won't use any of them. Okay. So that was my 2 albums of pocket cards. Next up on my list is Mixed Media Arsenal. I don't know what I'm going to be doing just yet for that one, so I'm going to just leave it hanging. Doilies and Gears. Again, that is my round object, so instead of doilies and gears, I decided to pull out my punches, and I'm going to use circle punches, okay? So that is what's going to be my doilies and gears. And then shaker blisters. I'm not going to do shaker blisters because on Thursday I will be doing nothing but shaker blisters. Okay, so that is going to be Thursday's little thing. I will get back on to that. Oh, I also picked out these pocket cards as well. So another one with cameras. I thought I had another one. Oh, I did. Here we are. Another one with a camera, arrows, a camera, and airplanes, but I probably won't use the airplanes. I'm not feeling it. No, I am not. Okay. So then, what else do I have? I have my, I have one of my stamp positioning tools. I have a stamp that is actually an Altenew, oh, you guys can't see that. It's actually an Altenew stamp set. It's got tiny words on it, which is kind of cool. So it's got the label, and then the, this one has a, like an indented word inside the label, and then this one, these ones are all words that go in the label, right? And then here's a camera, and then this is how you fill the camera in or give it color, things like that. And then same with these little dots here, you fill in the camera here as well, okay? At least I'm assuming so. I'm not really sure. I threw out the package. Oh, I did not. I didn't. So that's how it works, is you fill it in with the stamped images, and then you've got all these extra little embellishments and whatnot to go with. I also have the die set. It actually just came as a set. Inside my Tim Holtz travel stamp platform case is not a travel stamp platform. It is not. It is my stamping platform, or stamping positioning tool, and it's actually made by Stampin' Up. Okay, It's actually really, really cool. So I have that. And on my platform, it's got two of these really cool, I don't know, doors? Hinged doors. And they open like this. So now I've got two doors opened. You guys can't really see them. Ah, my card's stuck on there. I also have these really cool Misti little magnet thingies. Okay, and this allows me to put a stamped image or something like that on an angle if it's in the card, or if the card is smaller, I could put these pieces here, and then it helps hold my card in the center like a so. So this one here helps hold this in the center instead of me guessing, because every time you stamp this down like so, the stamp, especially if it's new, will try to lift that paper up. Well, if I keep these little magnet thingies, if I keep these little angle things where they're supposed to go, even if it lifts up the paper, I can still put it right back where it belongs because it's inside these little corner bits. All right, so there's that. And same with this one here. It does the exact same thing. You stick it up in the corner, and again, you push this up. I like this because for this positioning tool, you can't put your stamped image right up here next to the hinge, because if you do and then try to push down, there is no give right here. There's give right here, but there's no give right here. And so I do try to use the center of my plates rather than right here up against the edge. So these little tools come in handy even though they weren't meant for this platform. Okay, so I've got all these really cool little tools that I might use. I might especially use this one. I do have to raise that up some. Thought I did. I thought I did. Let me double check. My apologies, you guys. So the platform used to come. I don't know how it comes now, you guys. I got this when it was, you know, first introduced. And so it used to come with, let me take all this stuff out real quick. It did not come with this. It came with this, and it's just got the little Stampin' Up! Logo right here in the corner. So it's just this black thing. And it came with the directions that I have to tell you made no sense to me whatsoever. I had to figure out how this worked all on my own. Because I couldn't grasp the concept. I really couldn't. So this foam piece all by its lonesome was not, it didn't have enough smush to it, especially for acrylic stamps like this. Now, for rubber stamps, red rubber stamps, it worked perfectly fine. This little guy right here worked perfectly fine. But for these guys are a little thinner than red rubber stamps, and this isn't soft enough. It did not have enough give. It is really, really dense foam. So I took this piece right here. Now this is just packaging that I had purchased. No, I didn't. It came in a shelf was wrapped in it or something like that. It was a huge sheet, and I cut it down. Cut it down to size, and then I even drew a square. So I knew, well, not this square, but I even drew a square so I knew where to put my cardstock to keep it away from the edges. That's what I did, okay? But then that allowed me to have enough give for my stamps, okay? All right, yes, that's what that is. And again, this does not magnetize in because the magnet is way the heck down here. Okay? And even though the magnet's way down here, these are not strong enough to go all the way through all of these. And so Stampin' Up! Came up with this. All right? And now the magnet is strong enough to be put on here. However, you still need to have a little bit of give, give me you, in order to use these types of stamps, okay? Again, this is great for red rubber, but not great for something like this. So you do need some sort of cushion. Also, close to my heart, all of their stamps come with something like this. just like this. And if you have one set of those stamps, then you have this cushion for all of your stamps, okay? And it's just a really thin, teeny tiny little cushion, tiny. All right, so what is so cool about this platform and puts it across, sets it apart from all of the others? Let me tell you, if you guys want to hear. You don't have to. So I'm going to peel this off for the first time in forever. Ta-da! Okay. And then I'm going to peel up. I love Altenew stamps, you guys. I truly, truly do. Absolutely love them. Okay, so it doesn't matter if this is in the center or not, because I will be die cutting it out. Okay, so I'm going to pick up, and that's exactly what it does. Did you see that? Okay, let me grab the let me grab the magnets for this really quickly. Sorry, I was using them elsewhere. I'm just saying. Okay, so now I need to move this away from the magnet. Yes, I does. All right. And now my paper will only pop up here in the corner because I don't have a magnet. Maybe I'll put it right there. Okay, so what's really cool about this is I can take this little piece off. I can condition my stamp, which basically conditioning your stamp just means that you are taking that factory gunk off of it. And when you take that factory gunk, I don't even know what it is, but you can feel it. It's on there. It's nasty. I don't know what it is. But it, unless you stamp with this a couple times before using it, if you don't condition your stamps, you put your ink on and you stamp it a bunch of times, then the ink will help take that gunk off as well. But I'm lazy. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to just rub it right here on my hairy part of my arms, in case you guys are curious. You could also use a white eraser. I've seen people do that. You can sit here and go like this. I'm lazy. I don't have the patience for that. Or you could also take this to your denim jeans and rub it just like that. Okay? All right. Same thing, right? If you guys have sensitive arms or anything like that, then yes, denim jeans work really well. Why not cotton? Because cotton will leave little fibers on there where the denim will not. Okay? Just to let you guys know. Or if you guys have any other material or any other way to condition the stamps, leave your comments below. That would be great as well. So I was also explaining to you guys, how cool is this? Well, it's really cool because for one, I have two surfaces already open right here. So I could put my stamp right here, stamp my image, then I could put the matching portion, the fill-ins, I should say, whether I wanted to use polka dots or stripes. I could put the fill-ins on this part of the door, okay? Bum, like so. Okay. Like so. Get out of my way. All right, and then when I stamp, I can stamp once and I can stamp twice, and I don't have to remove this from this door. But wait, there's more. I could also flip this over, ta-da, and put another stamp right here, or right here, or right here, or right here, anywhere on this. Now I have four. I have four options to do stamping before I have to remove anything, right? How cool is that? I think it's very cool, especially for lazy crafters like me. Okay, get in there. Oh my gosh, you're such a turd. Okay, so that is my very first stamping positioner that I wanted to share with you guys, okay? It is on the spendy side, but they all are, I believe. You guys can get really good deals. You guys can get really good bargain prices for them, but I still think that they are a little bit on the spendy side if you ask me, okay? But I'm just me, and it helps. It really does help stamp. So why do you need this stamping positioner? Well, let me show you guys. Now I'm going to very, very lazily, normally what I do actually is I put the lid down here, which makes it flat and even, and then I get good pressure on my stamp. Okay. Now this one is a very dry ink pad. I'm not gonna lie, I'm cheating because I have a really awesome ink pad sitting right there that I know I don't have to do this with. Okay. But seriously, it's gray. It didn't come out as black as I wanted it to. So what am I gonna do? I'm going to ink it again with my uber dry ink pad, and I'm going to stamp it again. Okay, and I'm gonna get a darker image. Then I'm gonna do it again, and basically it is allowing me to stamp this image over and over and over and over again. I know, can I say it one more time? And over again until I have the consistency that I want and the darkness that I want. Or I could just use my really dark ink pad. But that's not the point. I wanted to show you guys what this does. Then I could come in with this door, make sure that this is lined up, and it's not. It's slightly off. That's okay. I think it's meant to be kind of sort of off-ish. All right, so I'm going to stamp that. That card is annoying. All right, and then I'm going to condition it because I have not done that yet. Okay, conditioned, yay. All right, and then I'm going to decide what color. What color do I want? So I just picked Peacock from Close to My Heart, and I'm going to stamp it as easily as I can, way up there. Push it down. Meh. Now I lined up this circle bit right here. So I think this is supposed to look like that. Let me verify with my picture. And it is. See that gap right there? So that's exactly what it's supposed to look like. Well, theirs is a little less gappy. Theirs got a gap all the way around. So I wasn't perfect, but that's okay. Okay. And ta-da! All right. So now I have this really cool camera, and if I wanted to go in with, like, say, this piece right here and color that portion of the camera, I could do that. I also have this portion right here. Nope, that one's not it. Where's it at? Is it this one? Oh yes, it's this one. So I could cover both sets of these lenses in a color as well, if I wanted to. If I wanted to. Okay, and I might. This is just for demonstration purposes only, I swear. Okay, but I'm going to clean these off really quick. I forgot to grab my cleaner. Blah. Man down. Man down. Okay. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Yes, it was. I enjoy cleaning my stamps. Okay, and I'm going to take all of these off, just like so. And then I'm going to take this. I'm actually going to stamp it again, really quick, because the next one isn't as precision. It's a positioner, but it's a different kind of positioner. Now I'm going to use my black ink so I don't have to stamp it 642 times before I move on and get to my point. Okay, ta-da! Okay, so one and done. I love my Altenew black ink, you guys. Absolutely love it. Now this is the Obsidian pigment ink. Okay, so it stays wet a little bit longer than no, it doesn't. That's the dye ink that does not stay wet. Anyways, I don't know but it's exceptionally crisp. It even says so on the package, so it must be true. It must be. All right, and then we are going to do polka dots. Here we go. Okay, but instead of using this platform, I wanted to show you guys my other positioning tool. Now, this was my first love. Okay, so forgive me if I am, you know, like a little biased on it. But, where's my thing? Please hold. Okay, sorry. I still need this little spongy thing because these need give. Okay? So I'm going to put this around my camera just like that. We're going to have polka dots this time. And this one is an old school stamp positioner. Okay? It's just a piece of plastic with a grid on it and little foamy dots. Seriously, that's all it is. And I pick it up, I condition my stamp. All right, and then I go get an ink because I was not prepared, but I will pick up the one that fell. Oh my god. Okay, so here's my ink. It is just another close to my heart colored ink pad. All right, ta-da! Okay, then I'm going to do this. Now, the purpose of this is, before you push down, okay, then you wiggle it with the feet, and you get it in position that you want, and then you push down, rub it a little bit, give it some love, and ta-da! You have a perfectly stamped piece. Now, I like this one a lot more because of the fact that I can actually like wiggle it into place instead of just putting it down here and assuming that that is exactly where I wanted it. I was able to see where I wanted it, and I got a better placement out of this one here. What else? Okay, so I wanted to show you guys, let me clean that one first, but I am going to do a star just for demonstration purposes. Let me get this cleaned up for you guys. I know, longest intro ever, but that's the whole point, right? Is to show you guys tools, to use your tools. You guys might have these tools and are just not comfortable with using them. And that is what I'm here for. I want you guys to use your tools. I want you guys to be tool junkies just like me, okay? So I'm going to pull out my Obsidian ink again because it is my favoriteest black in the whole wide world. And I'm going to stamp this. Now, I got a little black ink right here. Okay, can you guys see that? I'm not even going to bother turning it over, wiping it, nothing. Because when I push down, bam, I push down, the ink doesn't come because it won't let me rock it. That's what's the awesome part, is there's no rocking of this platform. It's an up and down, up and down. It does it for you, up and down, up and down. But you can shift. You can wiggle it ever so slightly to get it into place. All right. Why did I stamp a star? I stamped a star because I want to color a star. Not necessarily for this project, but for demonstration purposes. Sorry. Cleaning off that, cleaning off my star, because, you know, it would be really bad if I stamped and then didn't clean my stamps. All right. So here's my other star right there. What color do we want this one? I don't know. I don't want peach star though. I'll tell you that much. Let me go get a yellow. Don't laugh at me, but I am opening this for the very first time. Yes, I am. How long has it been in my craft room? I don't know. Maybe that should be a tool, is your ink pads. Okay, did I condition that? I believe I did. I feel like I did. Did I get black ink on me? I feel like I did that too. Okay. All right, and here we go. So the best part about this is I'm not stuck in one spot, okay? I can move this. I can flip it. I can turn it. I can do however I want to do with this one thing. It's not stuck on a door in a platform, right? Okay? So that is what I wanted to show you with this, is the fact that doesn't matter if I put this on correctly. Doesn't matter if I put it on exactly up and down or left and right. That's the whole point. I can flip and turn and do all sorts of things with this because it's cool. It's an awesome, awesome, affordable stamping platform, okay? And I just stamped that star. Look at that. Okay, no effort whatsoever. None. I'm just saying, this is the coolest thing since sliced bread. It was my very first love. I've had it for years. Years and years and years and years. Way before they came out with the stamping platforms. But of course, I got the stamping platforms because I needed to know the hype of it all. Okay, next. Next is my very last stamping platform. And I didn't even pull it out because I didn't know I was going to talk about it. Okay, so I ended up with a Misti. Now, this isn't just any other Misti out there. I have to move all this stuff. I'm serious, you guys. That's awful. Whew. And it still doesn't fit in the frame. Okay, it's this huge monster here. Look at that. You guys can see all my lights. Don't want to see those. Let me open that for you. As everything comes crashing down. Stay. I think I'm going to open it this way. Because I like it better. Okay, put that down before it falls down. All right, so this is the 12-inch Misti. It's actually 12¼ by 12¼ so it's not exactly 12 by 12. It came with all of these really cool pieces of paper so you can stamp off or something. I'm not really sure the purpose of it. You can see that I have used a piece. I don't know why it's still there. Oh, I knew. I know why. Because this is too thick. Whoa, never mind. This is too thick to leave in here. So you have to tear off one piece at a time. You can't leave all of this in and work your way down. And I have two thicknesses of foam, which was provided for this machine, okay, or this device of some sort, because of the fact that the first foam, which is a thinner one, is for your, the clear stamps, okay? Totally clear stamps. The second one is for your red rubber stamps, okay? And then, of course, there's this platform that you never see because your stamps need these. I mean, I don't know any stamp that uses just this. Do not know at all, but it's pretty. And it'll always stay pretty because it'll always stay covered up. All right. I also covered my magnets. Now, I didn't cover this on the last one, way over there, but I covered my magnets in washi because I do this all the time. They always, always, always slide together like this or smoosh together, however you want to call it. So I just use my thumb and I slide them back off and the washi helps me peel them apart, okay? Helps me, oodles and gobs. Okay, so what is the point of this? The point of this is if I wanted to do a 12 by 12 piece. Let me grab this one right here. It's a little more than 12 by 12. It's just a leftover that I had picked up, still out of frame. There we go. It's a leftover that I was cleaning up my messy mat, and this is the end result. So as you can see, the platform is more than 12 inches, and these aren't very strong at all through two thicknesses of the foam, okay? Because the magnetic base is down at the bottom. It just doesn't work that way at all. I don't know where my other one went. It's probably still in the platform. And then these don't fit. The door does not close all the way if you do have these and both pieces of foam needed to do your clear acrylic. Okay. Now I don't know what they did with the black outline. They're no longer pink. They are all black now. I have no clue what the difference is between last year's model, this year's model, the year before that's model. I don't know. I just waited until she got a 12 by 12 going on, and then I purchased it. I got it at I think I got it for $40. That was it. But I only use it for doing backgrounds when I want to stamp a large background like this. But it is a pill to do because no magnet holds it down. Okay, so I can sit here and put this little star on here, pick it up, it's going to move every time. Nothing will hold this down. Now I could put washi right here and make it hold and put washi right here and put washi right here. I could do that. But when I want to stamp, so when I do an entire background like this, I like having my images stamped off the page to make it look like the image was printed on a larger sheet and then it was cut down to 12 by 12. I've always done it that way. I enjoy having it like that. So when I start with it right here in this corner, and then I done stamping over here, but now I want to do over here, and I have to flip my paper. Okay, well, for one, I would cut this down to size. But I would flip my paper, put this up in the corner, have my little 1/4 inch gap showing, but I had it all washied. Now I have to re-washi it all. And it's not my thing. I have used it. I mean, clearly this mat's been used more than once, so I have used it. It does work for what I want it to do, but just don't expect precise precision stamping like the smaller platforms, okay? The ones that have the little bit stronger magnets. Now, I also, hey, there it is. I was looking for that. I also have to tell you that these magnets are a lot stronger, than these ones, okay? Now these ones, they say that they were uber strong and, you know, they stuck together and they did this, they did that, they break, those sorts of things. These guys, these guys are the bomb, okay? Now these ones came with my Stamparatus, my Stampin' Up! Stamping device, okay? And these guys, when held down, pushed down, okay, they don't move as much, okay? They still are going through 2 things of foam, but at least they're stuck down there. Now, all right, it was just one of those things that, you know, it needs this to work, but then the magnets don't work. So, and again, when I'm stamping a whole background, I'm okay with that. I love to fill up this entire platform right here with all of my stamps and stamp them all at once, and bam, I've got an entire background done in one, okay? And basically all I do is I try to remember to keep it up in this corner up here, so that way if I do have to stamp it 5 or 6 times because, you know, I picked the wrong ink pad and it's dry or whatever, or I forgot my obsidian ink, something like that, it definitely does help to keep it in one spot that you're familiar with instead of trying to put it right in the center right here and guesstimate that this is where it was when you stamp again and then you ruin the whole thing. Okay, all right, I am done talking about stamping platforms. Thank goodness. Wow. So yes, I have 3 different types. I have this one here. Don't forget to put your star away. And then I have this one, whoop, here. Okay. Which one is my favorite? Which one do I prefer? I definitely prefer this one over all of them, but I do have to say that this one, for its repetitive stamping, like stamping the same image over and over again to get a darker image, that definitely is a plus with this one, where this one is an maybe I might get it the first time, but a 3rd time, you're pushing your luck, girlfriend. Don't do it. Seriously, it definitely works to fill in the space, because then I have my outline, or even a punched image. So like if I was to have had, like say this image right here, let go. This image right here, and I want to precisely stamp the word love, loved, right in the center right there. This is perfect for that. Okay, absolutely perfect. I could even do the word loved right up here next to the camera. All that sorts of stuff, right? Okay, this is perfect for that, because then I have that slight little movement and I can shift it a little bit and bam, it's done, right? There's no rocking, there's no nothing on these, okay? Nothing at all, because it's awesome. It's just, I don't know how to say, it's awesome. This, on the other hand, I probably wouldn't have purchased, but I do enjoy stamping out large backgrounds. I really, really do. It's always been one of my loves. And so it does help me when I want to get an entire surface stamped. However, if I want to go off the edge like I love to do, it's not big enough. So I still have to go back to my blocks, which are all like right here. So I have to still go back to my blocks, take them all off this platform, and stamp around the edge like I want it to. Okay, so, but for the long run, to get most of the work done, it does a really good job. Okay, but these two right here always hang out on my desk. I absolutely love having them on my desk, and once I figured out how this actually worked, it's really a handy tool. It really is. I did have to figure out how it worked though. So another thing that I am totally forgetting to tell you guys, but you can look up demonstrators. All the demonstrators know what this is, how to use it, and they've done lots and lots of videos about it. But another really cool thing about having this hinged door is you can go down 1 inch at a time. If you want to, like, say, stamp a card that says happy birthday, or happy, 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 and then the last word say birthday, okay? You could just go right here, stamp the word happy, go down without even moving it, and it'll stamp it absolutely perfect. And then you go again, happy, and you go again, happy, and then the last one, you change it to birthday, and you stamp it, okay? Absolutely awesome. I've actually never used that feature because of the fact that I don't do a whole lot of cards. Like, I don't do any cards. I try to. I'm terrible at it. But yeah, cards are not my forte. But it's great for repetitive stamping like that. But it's also great for those layered stamps like this, like the flowers, all that other stuff, okay? It is awesome for that purpose. Okay, so I am going to go off camera. All right. I've talked enough. I am, like sore throat talking. Oh my god. But I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to stamp a whole bunch more of these, give or take how many ever embellishments I'm going to do. Stamp these cameras. Okay. I'm going to go, and because I have the die, I'm going to go ahead and punch them out. I'm not going to use the tiny words because of the fact that I'm using tiny words on my dice. Okay. So I just will not use the tiny words. I just feel like if I use these ones, which I think are really cool, then I won't use the ones that I picked out with using my dice. Okay, fair enough. Got it. I've made a mess like I always do. I'm going to go clean up. I'm going to go stamp, I don't know, 14 more of these and see where I go with what embellishments I make. All right, let's get going. I am just going to be honest really quickly that I consider this a blind project. I had no idea what I was going to do with all the elements that I had picked out, and at first I was second guessing myself, to be honest. But I do want to show you guys that once I started stamping these circles and punching them out and putting them with the flare, I got a better idea of what it was that I was going to do with my projects. So, or I guess I should say my embellishments. So basically I started out by putting 2 circles, a small one and a large one, with the flare. And then that gave me 3 circle elements within my clusters that I plan on making. Now I am just going to go and pick out the kind of the cameras that go with the flare the best. And I didn't want them all to be the Altenew cameras like I had originally planned, but I did want them to, kind of sort of go with what the flare had, like the image or the saying or something like that. So I wanted it to kind of sort of match. And in case I did not show you guys what sketch I was going to go off of, because I don't remember if I did or not, I was just kind of showing it there as well. I also wanted to let you guys know that I fussy cut out every single camera that I had picked out from my Project Life cards, whether I use them or not. Now I am going through my constellation paper or my star paper and to pick out what pieces of the star paper go with the cameras. And like I said, I was like second guessing myself going, this is going to be interesting to say the least. But once I stuck the cameras, on top of the constellations, I was like, oh, okay, now I like this. Now I'm kind of getting excited. Oh, I do. I really like this. But I also realized that I'm going to probably need a little bit more circles. Yep. I decided that 3 is just not going to be enough. So my constellation paper is 6 inches long by 1¼ inches tall. I just decided to keep them all the same. That way, out of the 3 pieces that I picked, I was able to get, I think, 15 strips with 1 left over, because I think I'm only going to do 14 of them, and I am going to do all 14 for you guys. So I sped it up quite a bit because of the fact that I did not pre-stamp my all of the circles that I needed. I only stamped 2 per cluster so far. So I stamp a bunch and then punch a bunch, and then I have to continue to do that throughout the entire project. But because I have it so close up, you don't get to see me do a portion of that. Sometimes I remember and sometimes I don't. Sorry about that. So the first one that I'm going to start with was the one that I was most excited about. That's basically how I start all of my clusters, is by starting the one that I want to do the most. It's not a favoritism thing, which it is, but I start with that one to get me more excited, and that's it. So by the time that I'm done with this one in particular, I have 5 circles plus a camera and a really cool constellation, and I really absolutely love it. I can't tell you how much I love it, but I do have to say that there wasn't enough clusters of circles for me to, really enjoy how it was. So I ended up adding 2 more. Just because of the fact that I do that constantly. Like, I think I'm done, and then I look at it, I put it away, and then nope, I'm not. And right there, I thought that I almost forgot a tiny word, but in fact, I did not forget a tiny word, because my flare had a word on it, just like this one. My flare has a word on it. Now, I am using my double-sided tape on the back of these particular flares because it actually says so on the product packaging not to use liquid adhesive, because it's basically paper stuck to enamel dot or enamel sticker of some sort. And when you add the paper to the back of it, it's going to warp and then cause it to come off of the enamel little sticker thing that it was stuck to. I don't know if that's the case. It just recommends not to use liquid adhesive behind the flare. So that's it. And I'm just trying to stick to the rules because, I'm only kind of sort of a rule breaker. I'm not really a rule breaker. So sometimes I forget that I am close up. So I do have to kind of sort of push it in frame. I apologize about that, but I do love this constellation paper, and I love how all the different colors kind of sort of add to the colors in the camera. Like this camera here is kind of a purpley. It's like a light purple. And so I put it on the purple side, so that way the pink is more prominent on on the right side than on the left where the purple is. And I really do like it, you guys. And because of the flare, I have to put my tiny word stickers on pop-ups so that way they can kind of overlap the flare. I didn't want them to just kind of hang out all by themselves. And of course, I got some adhesive stuck to my circle. I couldn't get it off, which is weird because normally I have no problem doing that. So I went ahead and put a dot on some foam tape, and I do plan on putting it over my mistake. But I had to punch out some more circles to go on, to go around the rest of them. And basically what I'm trying to do is mimic what is in the sketch by having a photo and then a bunch of circles underneath it. Well, instead of a photo, I'm having a camera, and I'm using a flare where I see some of the circles are starbursts, and then I'm using a tiny word for my title. And that's basically it. That is how it is going to go and work. I do have to put a small foam adhesive, which I have a really super thin foam adhesive by close to my heart, behind these harder flares. They're more like buttons than they are flare, but I think they're still called flare. But yeah, because of the rim around them, I have to use a foam adhesive, but it's not as thick as the packaging foam that they come with. So I am using just a small low profile is what it's called, from Close to My Heart, which I do love. It's just very expensive. So I don't use it unless I absolutely have to, which in this case I do. So anywho, this one's my favorite. Oh my gosh, it's so bright and cheery, and that rainbow of constellation paper is just like, wow, I really like how it turned out. Yay. And it made me smile. So I used the tiny word smile. And then this one, I decided to stick my my constellation paper through the what's it called? Like, I don't know what that's called, you guys. Frame. Yep, we'll call it a frame. And I just love the touch that it did. And of course, more circles, because I just keep using them. I didn't want the circles to go all the way across. I don't want them to look like bubbles either. In fact, what I was imagining when I used up all these circles was the flash of the camera. So back in the day when you used your flash from the camera, you got those little spots in your eyes. And that is what this was reminding me of, is, okay, I just took your picture and now you've got all those little flashy dot things in your eyes from the flash of the camera. I know it's weird how my brain works, but hey, I can't help it sometimes. But I love how it looks. I don't know. It's awesome. I'm sorry. So yeah, this is what I do. I wanted to show you guys every single one of these embellishments because every single one of them came out different. Even though I used the exact same, elements to create them, the cameras were all different, the flare was all different, as well as the constellation paper was all different. And because these tiny word stickers, just to, squirrel, I got squirreled. Because these tiny word stickers were see-through, I decided that I was going to put them on some cardstock, and I had to dig it out of my trash. Yes, I did. And then, of course, I am also trying to get the adhesive off my fingers, you guys, because I'm being lazy and trying to put the foam behind some of these smaller circles just with liquid adhesive, which was very annoying because I wasn't patient enough to wait for them to dry. So they kept falling off and I kept getting glue on my fingers. And so, yes, it was messy. And same with that one right there. I tried to use 2 dimensionals that were from Stampin' Up, but 2 of them together were too thick, so I had to use 1 dimensional and then glue the other one on. That was for just fun foam. And yeah, it was just retarded, you guys. I'm just saying, that's how it was. But I don't know. I can't say it enough that I absolutely love how all of these came together. Seriously. The more I kept playing, the more I really truly enjoyed how these looked, and I created them blindly. Seriously, I had no idea what I was going to do. I just picked out the elements and made it happen. That's it. We are almost done. To be honest, I know that this is a very very long video, and I am so sorry. The introduction to my Take Out Your Tools Tuesdays are super long because I want to walk you through the tools. Whether or not you were thinking about getting a stamp positioner, or, whether or not you are thinking about, including stamps into your everyday scrapbooking, because most of the time stamps are used for cards. I do have to say that. Like I said in a previous video, I know that sometimes I have debated tearing my stamps apart, keeping only the images that I wanted and getting rid of all those sentiments, because I don't do cards. I seriously don't. And very rarely do I go and look for sentiments. Honestly. But I haven't had the guts to do that yet. But if you are looking to add stamps into your scrapbooking arsenal, it is wise to look at the stamps first before purchasing them, because they are, in my opinion, mostly made for card making. And it's kind of sad. It really is. But I've also tried to make my stamps worth the time it is, to invest in them, make them work for my scrapbooking, because I do enjoy the element that they add. They add that extra little bit of, pizzazz that a die cut did not have in it, and it was one of a kind. So here they all are, every single one of them. Here's a bunch of close-ups for you guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching. Thank you so much. I, again, am sorry that I have been MIA, but I appreciate you guys being patient and waiting for me. And I do want to get back into, at least my regular scheduled program. That's not it at all. Thank you so very much. Be sure to check out Scrapping Reflections if you guys want to see all of the sketches and the inspiration piece for this month, as well as She's Crafty and all of her really cool classes that she has going on. All right, I will see you all tomorrow for Wood Grain Wednesday. Bye.